playing a wooden recorder and a plastic recorder. Is there any difference? Yes, there is. Is this difference proportionate to the difference in price? No. What does it mean? A wooden recorder costs, I don't know, from 4 or 5 times to 10 times or 20 times a plastic recorder. What does it mean? That we have an exponential difference in price switching from a plastic recorder to a wooden recorder. And if I consider all the pros and cons in which there is the price, the maintenance, the durability, I would say a good plastic recorder is the way to go. Unless you have to record your recorder professionally in Baroque music, Renaissance music, or new repertoire, classical repertoire for the recorder, where the expert ears of the listener can detect the difference. I close your eyes. I'll do this. I'd say the classic recorder has some harmonics that are a little bit less round, a little bit harsher. Concerning because somebody wrote, I was comparing two plastic recorder and some snobbish person from Italy, because the recorder world is divided among the ones who take it as a toy, don't put into learning so much time, and actually they don't practice the recorder with the same seriousness and dedication that many other people. I play the cornet and even this. This is an euphonium. They don't, just because you have the two extremes. But if I compare two plastic recorder, why do in metal and say, oh, it's not serious, they you get a condensation? No, I've been playing the recorder, plastic recorder. I played the plastic recorder basking for hours. The condensation is basically due to also because you breathe into, but the real condensation that hinders the sound is due to the difference of temperature among the breath and the instrument, like when you breathe on a pane on a glass and you see condensation. If you put the head joint in your pockets half an hour before, you have left difference of temperature, and this is mainly during the winter. Okay. Second thing, I'd always do every 15 minutes, take the hand joint, and I unclog it. Second thing is the block of the block floater. That's why it's called block float in English. The wooden block is cedar, I think. It's not that you have no condensation, it absorbs. What does it mean? That if you play a long time, the central block expands and can break the instrument. That's why you don't play more than 45 minutes continuously. and that's a con. You don't have, when you play plastic recorder, you don't have to think, oh, I've been playing for now 1 hour, I'm going to ruin the recorder. No. Other thing, you buy 2 recorders, you buy 2 head joints, you take the head joint, you put new head joint, you let the one dry out, you blow off saliva and condensation, and you play another one. So you can play, put it down, take another one. You don't even have to do this, and your recorder is new. Second thing, it's not a big problem, because if you play a concerto, you have time among the movements to change the instrument or unclog the instrument. Okay? Other thing, it's not that you have the block that absorbs, but you don't have any problem. You have all the same, just a little bit less, but you have. Other thing, there are plastic recorders, I think I don't have, that I have a wooden block, but the rest of the instrument is plastic. They don't break with different temperature, okay? And the difference in sound among medium price, this Rothenburg is not a handmade high-grade recorder, but it's quite good. Other thing, when you get many plastic recorder, every plastic recorder has its own personality. You can get a lot of plastic recorders and have different shades of different nuances in the sound. I say, how much money do you need to have all this with a wooden recorder? Unless you buy cheap wooden recorders, but at that point I prefer a good plastic recorder. So you come up and you say this, the meaning of, you know, there's a repertoire. If I've been playing, even if I wasn't playing professionally, Baroque music, if I play this, you telling me that you didn't even check my channel and the way I play, because I play mostly jazz music, which is quite difficult, because there are no schools, there are no that teach you how to play jazz on the recorder, while you have everything you want. If you pay and go to a conservatoire, you attend a conservatoire to know, and you know how to. So I need to adapt what I hear on the saxophone. I don't usually take as template the cornet or the trumpet that I play, because it's very different. But the scale and things are the same, not technically, but the musicality in music is the same. I know, oh, this is the chord, I could play these notes. And there are few people in the world, I don't say I'm the only one, but I think I'm the only one who mainly play mainstream jazz. I played also in some jam session a long time ago, in one jam session, to tell the truth. There's a lot of problem this. I went on stage, it was a jam session. I didn't give a shit about news, and when I want to record, I played the recorder. It was a wooden recorder, because I recorder is a superior by Kung. That is quite good recorder. It's not a very expensive recorder, but it's a step above the first priced wooden recorder by Merck or Mollenauer. This is a quite medium priced good instrument, and I chose the superior, because it had full bodied lower this G and F and A sound. It has a full sound that is better for the music I play. There are instruments have a more piercing sound, more in some way more expressive, but less prone, not good for jazz. Best for jazz would be instrument that have keys here for the F sharp, and then from E to play the F sharp. Yes. Yes. But anyway, it's very expensive. So I always you don't have to make the recorder an instrument that is you have to there must be a thread from the beginner to the most accomplished classically trained recorder player. If you say no, you need to play a wooden recorder, you wouldn't have many people starting on the recorder. Because one of the good things of the recorder is that even with this is a plastic recorder, and I like it a lot. I like all my plastic recorders. And tell you what, I even prefer to play them because I feel at ease, because I know them like the back of my hand. I know the response because I've been playing them for hours, and I can play all the time I want to, because I don't. Surely after 100 years, even a plastic recorder will be unplayable. But I don't live so much. I will not live that long. So you can play a lot. I say, boy, when I want to play something specifically, now and then I play them. But there are less expensive one in maple and pure wood I play more. But all in all, I feel more at ease playing the wooden the plastic recorders. I have many of them, and each one of them has a different tone. I say the same would be for wooden recorders, but they are so expensive. And for the average listener, in an informal situation, or one of the accomplished technically, he plays jazz, he called Benoit Sauvé, he's from France, and he plays with the first prize, I mean the most inexpensive Yamaha recorders. And I like that attitude. Say, I played this, I played this, it cost me 10 euros. It's fast-paced music where it's not that important the purity and that specific sound. Okay, when you play fast, you don't have time to really appreciate all the harmonics, and slow tempo music you can appreciate. So all in all, to make a long story short, wooden recorders are better, but not as the price tag would suggest. Don't be snobbish. Don't have a snotty attitude toward. I have a cornet that is plastic. That there is another point with the cornet that is so very light. And I want to go around with an instrument that costs 1,500 euros or 2,000, 20,000, 2,000, 2,000 euros. No, please. And moreover, I like them. So I am one of the. I'm even-minded. I don't take a snotty attitude But I don't say no, there's no need to buy wooden recorders. First of all, what is your level? What people expect from you? What kind of music are you playing? There are people who play professionally and have this. There's a builder called Bertolin in France. The handmade instruments that are made of some specific material that is not wood, is a kind of plastic. I don't know what kind, because even among plastic there is plastic and plastic. Too bad they don't make in the recorder and the guitar where there is carbon fiber instruments. I don't know if it's possible to make a carbon fiber recorder, because I don't know, but there would be. It's very close to wood, carbon fiber, and in the future, I'm sure they come up with a synthetic material that's very close to wood. They don't get mold, they don't crack with different temperature. You can play for hours. There's no problem with the block getting swollen and breaking the beak of the instrument. So no, there's no comparison. There is comparison. This comparison says there's no huge difference between a plastic recorder and a wooden recorder. For trained ears, yes, there is a difference. And I played before. Wooden recorders have more kind of warm tone. The way for me, that I don't play them the whole time, they are less reliable when you play high-pitched notes. You need better technique, I don't know, better way of blowing. These are more, and moreover, you can choose with a thin wind way, get clogged easily. But when you have a broad, wide wind way, you have a bigger sound and don't get clogged easily. Okay? You can even put something here. There is something you can put here if you don't want to extract the head joint and blow into it. So I'd say, all in all, it makes sense to have wooden plastic recorders, even if you professionally play, because you wouldn't use the instrument you paid 2,000 euros to practice 3-4 hours a day. It doesn't make any sense. You would ruin the instrument, and you have to spend a lot of time, and for what? Nobody's listening to you when you practice. So but if I always practice on a plastic recorder a long time, I know it. I know how to play it. So at the end of the day, I play better on a plastic recorder than on a wooden recorder. It's more reliable. The thing of the condensation, listen, I've been playing, now I started playing basking. I play for hours and I put my head joint in when the temperature out. I live in Rome, it's not a cold place. But anyway, winter is winter also in Rome. You move from 35 to, now it's 22, then you get, in the full of winter you have a average temperature of 14 degrees Celsius, some days 12, some cold days 5, 6, and yes, you get condensation those days. I am basking, who cares? Okay, but you clean the instrument, you blow it out, and then the instrument gets the temperature, and it doesn't, you don't get so much condensation. And moreover, when you bask, You don't need to have all this expression, these nuances. You need people to listen to you. I buy another Yamaha, the first model, which is I have a very wide windoway. I have another that's a wide windoway, and I blow. I get volume, and I get free blowing. I don't know. I want that. I'm not playing a Vivaldi concerto in front of an audience. And then if I play those things solo, who cares? I'm basking. People need to hear me. I'm in an underpass. People can. But so all this naughty attitude, I don't like it. This person, it was in Italian. I'm sorry, I'm from Italy, but okay. Sometimes Italians are very, no, please, no. Things I don't know that it's a historical instrument. The problem, I played also the ukulele, which is opposite. This tradition, this law crushed the ukulele, the recorder, when it comes to other things. I like it. I like the sound, the timbre, and I like to be played. I like it in jazz, not all sort of jazz, Dixieland, and old music. It's difficult to compete with other. But from swing, modern mainstream, obviously if you play live, you need a microphone here because people cannot hear. The same for transverse flute, that is much louder. Having said that, I'm one of the few people that go in depth when I compare instruments. I mean, if you want to listen to, I compare this with a Xenon 415 kilohertz, half a tone lower. And you cannot listen to this. Many other reviews I've seen are not good. Sorry to say, reviews are not good. There are not many reviews also about. I want people by more than an hour. There's no real review. I will review it. So instead of saying good, you reviewed two plastic recorders in depth. You played some fast-paced Baroque music, like I can play. I mean, with all the shortcomings that I have, okay. No, but because blah 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 blah. No, please, please. You make people stay away from the instrument. You should say, okay, you play the recorder. After some years, buy a mid-priced Rondo Mollenauer, and then maybe you buy a Rothenburg or you buy a Denner by Rondo is by Merck, sorry, not Mollenauer. You buy a Denner by Mollenauer. No need to spend a lot of time, a lot of money on instruments that are very, very expensive. I tell you because I know that also when it comes to guitars, that only a very accomplished professional in a very formal setting can get the most of it. Okay? Give an example. You have a professional recording of a concerto by whoever play, I don't know, or music by Telemann, Bach. Okay, I can understand you need that sound, okay? But in some other context, you don't need that. And in some other context, maybe you prefer the sound of a plastic recorder. And I tell you, you heard before, I play another time, there is a difference. Okay, but this is no contest. No, there is contest. There are bad wooden recorders. and you won't have the specifics. I can play this, I can play another plastic recorder that has a thinner sound, another has a fuller sound, another, oh, it's so, I can spend hours playing this, all of these plastic recorders. Oh, you give them for free all the wooden recorders you want. I would play only wooden recorders. Okay? I made my point. Goodbye.